It seems that almost every week we learn of some new scientific breakthrough to help us beat COVID. Last week it was good news about the vaccine from Pfizer-BioNTech and then Moderna. This morning we heard the fantastic news that the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine has been highly effective in clinical trials. There are more tests to be done, but the signs are that this vaccine, financed partly by British taxpayers working in partnership with a great British company, this vaccine could be both affordable and easy to use and highly effective. We've ordered 100 million doses, and thanks to the work of the Vaccines Task Force, we've secured more than 350 million doses of potential vaccines of all kinds. But we are not out of the woods yet. We can hear the drumming hooves of the cavalry coming over the brow of the hill, but they're not here yet. Even if all three vaccines are approved, even if the production timetables are met, and vaccines notoriously fall behind in their production timetables, it will be months before we can be sure that we've inoculated everyone that needs a vaccine. And those months will be hard, they will be cold, they include January and February when the NHS is under its greatest pressure. And that is why when we come out of lockdown next week, we must not just throw away the gains we've all made. So today we've published our COVID winter plan, which sets out a clear strategy to take the country through to the end of March. We will continue to bear down hard on this virus. We will use tough tiering, in some ways tougher than the pre-lockdown measures, and details of those tiers are on the gov.uk website. Later this week, when we have the most up-to-date data, we'll be sharing details of about which tier your area is going to be in. But I should warn you now that many more places will be in higher tiers than, alas, was previously the case. We will simultaneously be using the new and exciting possibilities of community testing, as they've done in Liverpool. And there will be a clear incentive for everyone in areas where virus prevalence is high to get a test, get one of these rapid turnaround lateral flow tests, do your best for the community, get a test to help to squeeze the disease and reduce the restrictions that your town or city or area community has endured. And that way, through tough tiering and mass community testing, we hope to let people see a little more of their family and friends over Christmas. Now, I know that many of us want and need Christmas with our families. We feel after this year we deserve it. But this is not the moment to let the virus rip for the sake of Christmas parties. It is the season to be jolly, but it is also the season to be jolly careful, especially with elderly relatives. And working with the devolved administrations, we will set out shortly how we want to get the balance right for Christmas, and we'll be sending that out later this week. Christmas this year will be different, and we want to remain prudent through Christmas and beyond into the new year. But we will use the three tools that I've described to squeeze the virus in the weeks and months ahead: tiering, testing, and the rollout of vaccines. Employing all three techniques together so as to drive down the infection rate. And I really am assured now that things will look and feel very different indeed after Easter. And that idea of an end goal or date is important, because at last, if the promise of the vaccines is fulfilled, we do have something to work for, a timescale, a goal around which we can all, businesses can begin tentatively to plan. But with luck and with hard work, we will be seeing improvements before then. For now, the problem is not a shortage of hope or a lack of optimism, not with the amazing news that we're getting from the the laboratories in this country. The challenge now, as we face this difficult winter ahead, is to fight down any over-optimism, to master any tendency to premature celebration of success. That success will come all the faster if we work together to follow the guidance, maintain the basic disciplines as people have done so heroically over the last few months. Hands, face, space, get a test if you have symptoms, because that is the way we will beat the virus together.